Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to Chippy's Couch. So in today's episode of the Yo-Yo only series, we've got quite a lot to do. Now that's becoming almost the intro to the series, having quite a lot to do. I think that's what happens when you take a big mod and you mix it with another mod. It creates this sense of urgency because now you have double the amount of bosses, at least double compared to any series we've done in the past year. And it feels urgent, you know? I started this series knowing that 1.4 will eventually release. I don't know when. It could be a month, it could be a week, it could be a year. You know, knowing Relogic, they take their time. But that being said, I want to make sure that this series is done by the time the update even gets announced. So that being said, there is quite a lot to do. I feel a sense of urgency. So in today's episode, I've been looking forward to this one. This one's going to be really cool. We're about to make a pretty powerful yo-yo. It's actually at the bottom of the list for pre-Hardmode yo-yos. And you may know we've got quite a lot of bosses to work our way through. We've got a couple from thorium. I think we've got 3 from thorium. I think we've got another 1 from calamity. But we have access to this powerful yo-yo. So we may as well go ahead and make it. I'll be honest with you guys, I almost forgot about it. And then I saw a comment on the last episode that reminded me about it. So you may remember in the last episode we were trying to get the Valor, but unfortunately we didn't manage to get it. I waited around in the dungeon for like 15 minutes, and after about 15 minutes of dungeon exploring, I'm kind of done with it. You know, I wasn't really too interested. But we need the Valor because the powerful yo-yo we're about to make is kind of the equivalent of the Knight's Edge, which is cool. I'm really liking this because when we did the throwing series with thorium, we had a Knight's Edge equivalent for the throwing class. I'm guessing they've done that for every class in the mod. So that's what we'll be making today. Now, this does actually introduce kind of a problematic thing because it's not just one yo-yo that we have to obtain. We need 2 Valors because there is 2 different variants of this yo-yo. You get one from Demonite and you get one from Crimtane. So it's not as simple as you just get one and you make one. When I wrote that number 28 yo-yos to obtain, I did factor in different variants. So we're going to have to work on that. I decided today to expand out the fake crimson biome. Now this took a good amount of time. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It took way more time than it was worth because it doesn't even work. All it does is it spawns crimson flying enemies. It doesn't spawn actual crimson enemies. So I managed to collect enough resources to do the Brain of Cthulhu. However, I can't seem to get the cyst that will allow us to do the perforators. So I thought I would run this by you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on to a different world. And I'll either grab a spawning device or we can do it on a different world. I would rather just grab the spawning device though. Let's be honest, right? This is not true cheating. It's like minor cheating for progression. And I think that's fine. I mean, who really cares, right? It's 2019. You know, we're playing modded Terraria. The rules are set by us. I don't think that's a cheat, is it? I don't know. Anyway, I thought I'd mention it just because I like to be pretty open and transparent about that sort of thing. And it would just make it super simple to get it. Because the crafting device to spawn it, you need to have killed the boss to even get it. And I understand why, because it's a natural spawning boss fight. And this is a pretty strange scenario. Hey, Calamity, I want to get every yo-yo. Calamity's like, fam, we don't really care, right? We've not factored this in. That's all right, Calamity. We still cool. So that is that. And I think we're all caught up. I did do something today, which I've never done before. And I thought it just kind of made me chuckle, to be honest. So I was making a couple of arenas in the world today. So I made one for Slime God. I made another for the marble boss from thorium. I couldn't find a granite biome, so I wasn't too bothered about setting that up today. Because I'll probably end up doing 2 boss fights today. Because that's usually about the length of an episode. So I went through my world and I started tearing down old arenas that I won't need anymore. For example, we did Queen Bee yesterday. And I'm never going to need the arena again. And it made me chuckle because I was like, this is Terraria recycling. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm taking my wood and I'm just moving it to a different part of the world. I just thought it was funny. I don't know why. I don't know. It just made me laugh. So yeah, if you've never thought about it before, guys, get recycling in Terraria. Be the change you want to see in the world, right? So I hope I don't regret this later on. I hope that, you know, in a couple of episodes I'm not like, oh damn, I really wish I'd kept this arena around for this one boss. I don't think I'm gonna, but it's always in the back of my mind. Or at least it will be as we progress forward. And progression has been pretty great. I've really enjoyed the series so far. I know you guys have. And I can always tell because, and I've said this in the past, you know, the second a video goes live, YouTube tracks every single view instantly. It's crazy precise these days. And I can see how fast you all get here, how quick you like the video. And it's just great. It's just really positive. It's good vibes all around. And that's what you really want. Okay, so I have got a golden key, but now it's time to find a golden chest. And I might have run out. Do you know, if I've run out, I'm just going to have to make another world, go find another dungeon, kill another Skeletron. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. Skeletron was a pretty good fight. So I'm going to look around, and I'll bring you guys back in once I've either found something to open, or, you know, there's some kind of change. But this large dungeon, I almost feel like I've looted it all. But I probably missed, I've missed something. So I'll just keep an eye out for it. This dungeon is genuinely massive. I don't think I've had a dungeon this big before. So, I don't know. I'll find something. I'll be fine. So, I was looking on the map, and I actually found another locked chest. But I do feel like this is the last one that I can find within the dungeon. Which is, you know, it's a bit of a shame, but I think it's going to be alright. What I'll have to do is, I will probably go ahead and make a new world and just go and grab one from there. Which is alright, you know, it's a bit of an inconvenience, but it is what it is. When you're trying to do a challenge run, you know, the world's not, it's not always going to work out in your favor, you know. The game wants to kind of, I don't know, it wants to work for a variety of different classes, doesn't it? Oh my god. Thank you very much, game. Thank you very much. I will take it, and I will worry about getting my variant another day. Oh my god. That was the final chest. Like, if you have a little look at this, I have explored pretty much every possibility going. I guess there's a little bit of area up here that I don't know about. But look at that. Oh my god. That is YouTuber look. Thank you very much. I will take that. Appreciate it. So what we've got to do now is, for one, I've got to favourite this. Where's the Valor? Oh, we should probably test it out, see if it's got any special effects. Okay. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's like a water bolt. Oh my god. How powerful do you think this is? I mean, that's a water bolt. This yo-yo might be more powerful than the one we're creating, just because of the fact that it has a water bolt built in. That's kind of low-key amazing. And I'm kind of all about it. Right, so what we've got to do now is we've got to go down to Hell and get some Hellstone. Now, conveniently, I have made a path to Hell. I was trying to make a path to a granite biome, but I couldn't find a granite biome. So I did settle on a marble biome and a path to Hell, which is all good. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take that. And I will also take this, and I will also take that. So, plot twist. James from the future here, about an hour and a half in the future. Turns out I was going to Hell for the wrong reason. See, I was diving down to grab myself a wee bit of Hellstone, because I thought I needed Hellstone for the yo-yo that we're going to make today. Turns out, nah fam, you got to farm for this bad boy. It's the Cascade, and it's apparently a 1 in 400 drop rate. Now you're like, James from 1.5 hours in the future, why so far in the future? Turns out, pretty rare. Pretty rare. So what I've been doing is, I've been kind of doing an alternate mix between killing king slimes in Hell and also killing enemies in Hell to just increase my chances. Because I'm just like, why not, right? So that's what I've been doing. I took a break speaking. You know, I was going to talk everybody... The thing is, I was going to talk everybody through this, and I did. And then I started to sound really rough. Because my throat is, for some reason, still sore from yesterday. And I think it's when I talk for an extended period, it just starts to melt away. So I went and grabbed myself a nice cup of tea. And I hate that I'm being... I'm changing brands, right? On brand for me is coffee. You know, I like coffee. Coffee's my thing. You drink a couple of cups of coffee, though, a day... You rattle like mad. So you shouldn't do that. So I've swapped over to tea. Which is, you know, it has caffeine as well. I don't know. But I went to this really cool tea room in Rome. I think it was called Babington's. It's behind the Spanish Steps. Look at me. Knowing my knowledge. But yeah, I tried this really nice cup of tea. They had these really specialty tea bags there. And ever since, I've just enjoyed it a lot more. And then I had tea from the Spiffing Brit. And then I've just been craving it ever since. I've changed tea brands to the one that Spiffing Brit recommended from like a 10-minute conversation. That's pretty good, alright? You can see why he's sponsored. Okay, well that's the tea talk done, and filling you all in. I am going to continue to farm. I have a cap though. This is the only problem. I have a soft cap on how long I can farm for, because if I farm for too long, I won't have time to make sure that the episode is out today. So I'll give it my best go, and I'll just keep pushing on like I always do. You're joking me! Oh my god! What is this YouTuber look? I said, I have a soft cap, and at the same time, your boy got the yo-yo. I've got 2 of the yo-yos! What? When did I get the first one? It's probably talking about tea. Oh my god. I waste an hour and a half. I come back. And then I get it. I can't believe that. That's made my day. That's actually made my day. Thank you very much, Terraria. I can't believe in a moment of excitement I said, you're joking me. I like to say you're kidding me. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I was thinking about this before. So we need a yo-yo to go with this, because we need either a crimson yo-yo or a corruption yo-yo. And I should have enough stuff to make a bloody spine. So if I can make a bloody spine, then we may as well do the Brain of Cthulhu. Knock that one off the list just to do it. And then we'll use the stuff that we get from that to make the yo-yo. That will knock off another yo-yo, and you get where I'm going with this. So I'm going to make myself a bunch of powder. We're going to make some vicious powder. I think I only need 30. And then we'll come over here and we'll make ourselves a bloody spine. And I should be golden to just do it. I don't imagine it's going to be too much of a chore, considering the fact that, you know, we're pretty strong right now. At the end of the day, it's only the Brain of Cthulhu. I can't get over that. Like, it's just such YouTuber look. It really is. But I love it either way. But there we go, we got the Cascade. I was remembering it completely wrong, though. So up here is our fake Crimson. What do you guys think, right? This is how I redesigned it. It's done basically nothing. It looks more elaborate than it is effective. But it's cool because you see this running water. This running water keeps the mushrooms growing, but also harvesting. So it's kind of like an automatic farm in a way. It's kind of not, but it kind of is. I think it's cool. So I added this this rim around it. I also mined away all of the ore that was under here. And then I put in some dirt and I let all of it spread, and I got some seeds, and it was just a massive, massive waste of time. It really was. It was not worth it in the slightest. So I'm wondering if I'll even be able to spawn this Brain of Cthulhu. Okay, I can. Amazing. Right, let's have a little buff. We're going to use the Valor because it's our latest yo-yo. And I just think it's really cool. Brain of Cthulhu. Oh, you didn't even spawn in. This biome sucks. Not the Crimson, just my fake biome. It absolutely sucks. Okay, so very clearly, this is why I'm not getting a boss here. So I'll scrap that for today. We'll leave that behind. And what I'll do is I'll get some Demonite instead. So let me head back home. I might be able to make this already. So let me just double check. So Demonite. We've got 12 bars. And I don't know how many shadow scale I have. I might just be able to make it straight away. I've got a lot of shadow scale. So let's have a little look at this. Alright, we can make it. It's called the... Wait, did we already make this? I have a feeling that we already made it now. Now that I'm looking at it. Although I would have put it on the wall. Let me take it off the... Let me take that one off. Okay, so I'm guessing we didn't make it. Right, let's make it now. Bam. And then we should be able to make a combination. I'm guessing you make it over here. So here it is. It's called the Nocturnal. Upon hitting an enemy, homing black light might be released. Bam. Ruthless Nocturnal. The most powerful yo-yo that we will get in pre-hard mode. It is now ours. And look at it. It's kind of amazing. So the damage output is 41. This is in comparison to 33. So... Pretty big upgrade, I would say. Okay, so I'm buying a whole bunch of buffs because we're going to be using the buffs to kill the marble boss. But let's test out this yo-yo on the Slime King because I still have 7 of these and I want to use them all so that I get a return on my investment because they cost 2 gold to buy, but you can make like 15 gold on each one. And I realized that I have like a good amount in the bank now because of this. Okay, King Slime, let's see how you do against this. Oh my god. This is actually crazy compared to the last yo-yo. Let me show you the this one, right? Pretty strong, I would say. But have a little look at this bad boy. Oh my goodness. Kind of amazing. So I do think we're ready for the marble boss. I think we're going to be completely fine. I'm pretty sure it's called the Buried Champion. I was struggling to remember the name. It's just clicked with me now. So I'm going to go down to my marble biome. And this is another boss that you just have to let it spawn. But I made like a flat area in the marble biome. And I put like a platform down. And I have seen the spawning devices. So what I'll do is I'll grab a battle potion. But at least I know that I'm going to get one. Alright, let's give this a go. Kind of nervous because this is kind of a hard boss. Especially when you're doing like a class playthrough. But that being said, I don't know. Maybe we'll be fine because we've got calamity armor. Alright, let's see. Yeah. This is already going to be hard. I already know it is because my range is so weak. And the damage output is so high. So I'm not really, you know, I want to beat every boss, but I'm not particularly bothered about skipping bosses and saving them for later. Simply because, you know, in reality, the series is about collecting all of the yo-yos. So if it turns out, you know, hey, we're not going to do it, it's fine for me. But I'm going to give it my best crack. It's going alright, actually, so far. I just fear for some of the later phases, because it gets pretty whack. You know, the enemy starts, like, doing a bunch of mad tricks, and it's just not great. Well, it's not easy, let's just say that. It's pretty great, but you know what would almost be better? If I had a bunch of, like, enemies just to kill randomly that would cause those little homing attacks to come out, that'd be pretty great. I would like that. Oh, God. This is going to be the biggest thing in this whole series, is the fact that this yo-yo, or yo-yos in general, have a limited run and they have a limited range. I fear for Yaren so much, and I fear for DOG so much. But we'll do it, maybe. Hopefully. Oh my god. Alright, well, you know, we gave it a good go. We gave it a good go. Alright, so James from the future once again. I was trying to rack my head around how we would even go about a boss like this. You know, if we can't hit it, if we don't have the range, what could we do? And then I remembered the Valor has that really cool water bolt trick. So I went ahead and I made a new world and I got myself a Valor. And I thought it's kind of important because I'm going to need one anyway. So it didn't seem that much of a waste of time. So I'm going to try and do the boss fight with the Valor. And I just hope that the water bolts will have like a lot of extra damage and will help out. The only thing is though, the actual damage of the yo-yo is half of what this one is. So we got pretty far with this. And I don't know how far we're going to get in general now. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So yeah, my pro strat is I'm going to go for the water bolt. But the only problem is you can't control the water bolt. So it's almost impossible to tell what you got to do. I'm being quiet because my throat hurts quite a lot. It's not great. Okay, damage is actually really good. And as you can see, the water bolts are just like, just lingering around this little box. It's kind of convenient that you fight it in a box now. At first it was a bit of a hindrance. Now it might be our only chance. Okay, so I didn't bring any thorium food. That was a bad move. It's getting pretty aggressive with its attacks. I feel like it's doing them more frequently than before. I'm solely relying on the water bolt. Like I'm not even. It feels like I'm not even doing a yo-yo fight. I'm just relying on the mage attack, which is kind of brilliant when you think about it. Okay, so I can see it firing bows. So we're on to the second phase here. So just keeping the yo-yo out for as long as possible, just to get as many water bolts go in. You know what? If I had thorium food and I was a little bit better at dodging, which would be a great skill in general, let's be honest. Summon a weapon, level up. The fungal clump mate making moves. I think I could probably do this though if I was just a little bit better. So I might give this another go tomorrow. You know, I might train up a little bit. Okay, we're into the third and final phase. But there we go, we died. I actually feel like that's possible, so I'm going to leave it for tomorrow, because as you can tell, my throat's getting a little sore. And I also need to make sure I've got an early night tonight. I'm driving Court to work tomorrow. She's got to go in early, but she can't drive. Poor Court, right? She enjoys horse riding, and it's quite convenient because we live next to a big field with horses. And one stood on her foot today, and she broke her toe. So she's not going to be driving for a little while. So it's down to me. Let's check out this traveling merchant before we go. He doesn't have the yo-yo. That's all right. Okay, well, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give the video a big fat thumbs up. And if you are new around here, maybe consider subscribing. Thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.